निलेश बाब काल गव्हर्मेंटान डिसायड केलेलें आसा की 19 डिसेंबराक गोवा टॅक्सी ॲप लॉन्च करतले म्हणून. एज अ पार्ट ऑफ TTAG, हाऊ डू यू लुक एट दिस?
Basically, we are not clear on how they want to come out, कशें जातलें तें. But already, if you go to see, आमचे already Goa miles आसा. Secondly, taxi meter लायला, which unfortunately, as per the rule of RTO, it is compulsory. But even after government giving them all the facilities, they are not operating, and very less has been done on that. Because the government should start taking action, which is not happening, unfortunately. Now, ministers also talk about allowing Ola, Uber, people who are interested into, means if they are interested, they will assist them, which is a good sign, because ultimately, unless competition comes in, the things will not improve. And government should act very strict on that, because ultimately what has happened is, you just imagine, once the Mopa airport starts, what will be the fate of the customer who coming in? Because if one way from the furthest point in South Goa to the airport, if they are going to charge 6,000, 7,000 rupees one way, then we are asking for trouble. So only solution to this is they should allow to pick up on the return passenger. So what will happen is, suppose this 6,000 is a 5,000 is a price one way, just for logical sake. Then 3,000 even if they charge, and on the return if they allow, they will make another. So they will actual taxi drivers will make more money, and overall customer will benefit. So this angle has to be looked into it. As far as app is concerned, I don't know. Is going to make government going to make app compulsory for all the operators like taxi meters, and there has to be usage. How they are going to track? Because see, ultimately already the government has announced, and we see the resistance from the so-called taxi unions to leader कोण आसा ते. So तांकां counter करपाक government has to be very act very firmly, and ultimately they cannot take law in their own hands and dictate terms to the government. कित्याक आतां when things are going good, business सगळ्याक मेळटा, everything is good. Now कितें जाता, now competition is starting, other states are opening up. Addition to that, other countries are open up big way. So when competition comes in, आणि आमी आमचो जो मेन इशू आसा जो गोंयान, तो ट्रान्सपोर्ट सेक्टराचो, तो आमी सपोज आमी तो रिजॉल्व करना, mark my words, we will see a lot of downfall. And when downfall comes in the economy, it is not only the hoteliers which gets affected, it will be common man which will be affected. Of course, taxi drivers will be affected. Vegetable vendors who is supplying will get affected. The fish vendor will get affected. The guides will be get affected. Musician will get affected. So in the larger picture, government has to act very firm on this transport thing and resolve it once for all. Only solution to this is we allow to pick up guests from anywhere, and if anybody wants to use aggregator, you allow them to aggregator. If anybody stops them in any hotel, then government has to, there is no daya maya, they have to strictly just cancel their licenses and put them behind bars. Because you cannot take people at ransom, because there is a limit to you can do that. And ultimately Goans are also suffering. आम्ही तो पॉईंट विसरता, ऑलवेज आम्ही टुरिस्ट म्हणटा. आतां आमकां गोंयाकाराकूच आतां खंय वयतलो, स्पेशल सिनियर सिटीजन आसूं की कोण यंगस्टर आसा जो बायक चलयना, ताका हाल जाता. आमची बस सर्विसूय रेगुलर ना. सो इफ टॅक्सी ड्रायव्हर आसा, आतां म्हाका टॅक्सी जाय घरा कडल्यान, तर म्हाका खंय मेळटा? इफ एग्रीगेटर इज देयर, देन हांव एग्रीगेटर घातलो, टॅक्सी ड्रायव्हर म्हाका त्या टायमार येतलो, पिकअप करतलो, म्हाका ड्रॉप करतलो. सो ओवरऑल बिझनेस विल इन्क्रीज फॉर द टॅक्सी ड्रायव्हर. सो ultimately government has to look into the convenience part of the customer and the Goans in general. They cannot, because one person wants it or one lobby wants it, it cannot happen that way. It is Goans are suffering, and Goans are suffering big time because there is lack of transport. आता खंय वयतलो तांकां ट्रान्सपोर्ट ना, सिनियर सिटीजनाक हॉस्पिटलान वचपाक जाय जाल्यार ट्रान्सपोर्ट ना. So how to come out of it? Because rickshaw na, taxi na, yellow bag taxi, खंयची रस्त्यार ना, आमी दिसना आमी खंय गेल्यार. So there is lot of demand. So government should even welcome aggregator. And if they are bringing on their own taxi, हे ऐकना, government should open up license for even aggregator. Anybody wants, they can just open taxi and get the aggregator. And कोण आयलो आणि ताका स्टॉप केलो कोणी, दादागिरी केली, तर there has to be a strict action. कोणी आसूं मागीर. Because unfortunately what is happening is, so-called government thinks certain MLAs specifically are thinking they are vote bank. They are no vote bank. They are hardly anything. How many Goans are driving vehicles? कोण चेक केला तुम्ही? ते आपण चलयता म्हणटा आनी दे आर गेटिंग ड्रायव्हर्स फ्रॉम आउटसायड गोवा. So where is the Goan where is driving? There may be few, I'm not saying no. But few which are there, their interest is government is taking care of. It's not that it's not taken care of. And ultimately we are living in the competition world.
Okay.
So government has to act firm on this, and whatever the policy they come out, it has to be implemented and they need to walk the talk.